is Warnock versus Walker round 2. We are less than a month away now from the runoff, and both candidates are hitting the campaign trail again harder than before. And both candidates will have to reckon with voter fatigue over the next month.
Yeah, that's right. So in last year's Senate runoff, nearly 500,000 fewer voters turned out compared to the general election. 11 Alive's Doug Richards has been speaking with voters today.
In a runoff, campaigns know that voter fatigue is real. The data shows it, and voters say they feel it.
Guess who's coming to Thanksgiving?
Massive inflation, chaos at the border.
That's right.
You're a bad man.
Then Joe Biden came along,
Driving us into recession.
It's something I'm going to have to participate in, even though I'm very not excited that much about it, because I just really want it to be over with.
Veronica Riley-Smith says the political drumbeat is getting exhausting. Hearing more about the U.S. Senate campaigns of Republican Herschel Walker and Democrat Raphael Warnock, and then making plans to cast another vote in a race she voted in once already.
Oh, it's tiring. It's monotonous. Come on, just let's get it over with.
Last year, when 2 U.S. Senate races went to runoffs, nearly 500,000 voters decided not to vote the second time. More than 9% of those November voters skipped the January runoff.
I really don't feel like having to do it over again because it's already been done.
Dia Fleming says the seemingly endless loop of campaign commercials was exhausting enough the first time around. The second round now, as the holiday season approaches, will be unwelcome, she says.
It's a lot of advertising.
I was enjoying November 8th, no commercials whatsoever. It was a brief 24-hour period, and then next day, right back at it.
Peter Whitehouse says the runoff will be dreary, but he retains his enthusiasm for using his right to vote.
It's one more trip to the polls, but it's worth it.
Oh, I'm definitely going to vote. That's the only way you're going to get rights. That's the only way you get to decide who you want in charge.
Although nobody who voted in November told us they intend to skip the runoff, the campaigns know there will be some drop-off. Who drops off could very well settle who becomes the next U.S. Senator. In Midtown, Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
And here are some notable dates to remember as we head into the runoff. The runoff is set for December 6th. Early in-person voting begins November 28th and will run through December 2nd. And if you're voting absentee, you can request a ballot now, and you'll have until the end of day December 6th to turn it in.